Okay, in this lecture, we are going to cover how to work with some basics of Excel. So first of all, we need to understand how to open Excel. To open Excel, first of all, we need to check what is the current system requirement. Every time when you start working on any system, always you must know about in which system you are working. So to know about the particular system, you have to press Control Shift Escape. What key I used? Control Shift Escape at the same time. When you press Control Shift Escape, then this Task Manager window will available, and inside this we have a tab available. What are the tabs? This is the process tab, this is the performance tab, this is the app history. Like this we have tabs. So in the tab we have performance tab. In this performance tab we have CPU. CPU tells that what is our CPU generation and what CPU is this. So 11th generation and Core i7. This is the process CPU. And memory means to say RAM. What is the RAM in this system? We can see what RAM is 16 GB. So like this, some details are given here. Okay. So before working with any system, you must know about the processor and RAM of this particular system. Okay. So how I opened this? I again repeat, Control Shift Escape. When you press Control Shift Escape, then this Task Manager will open, and you have to click on this Performance tab. When you click on this tab, then you can see everything about this system. It also helps a lot by you when you buy a new computer, new laptop like this. Okay, so you can check like this. Or one another thing that is, you can do Window R and then write ms info and 32 you can write here. When you write ms info 32, then this window will be available to you. And in this window, what is the meaning of window? Current screen. Okay, this is screen. So if I'm using the word window, this is the alternate for the screen. Okay, so we can say window means this is the window, or we can say screen. In this you can see somewhere you will find the BIOS version or like BIOS date. Have you find that or not? Yes, this is the BIOS version. And you can see what is the BIOS version. 30/12/2021. It means that this system is manufactured on this date, but sometimes if BIOS updated, then this date can be changed. Okay, so we don't need to this about this, and we have the model name and other things are available here. If you want to know about physical memory installed, means 16 GB, it's a memory. And some other thing like Core i5 i7 sorry i7 and 11th generation, like this is the these are also details you can check here. Okay, so but extra thing we can check here, date, BIOS date. Okay, I'm going to close this. Okay, so at this moment you have idea about your system, in which system you are working. So we need to check, is there Office installed or not in this system. So to check the Office is installed or not installed in this system, we will click the just tab the window key, then write Excel. When you write Excel, if you find Excel is available here, then it means Excel is installed in your system. Then just click here and Excel is opened. If it is not, then you can go for the that particular Office installation and then get installed in your system. Okay, so when you click on the blank sheet, then all the options will be available like this. What you have to check, sometimes it also happens that some options are disabled here, because your Office is not genuine. If your Office is not genuine, in that case here you will find some error messages are there. Okay, so this is not work, this disabled, this is disabled, like these things happen. Okay, so I'm going to close it. So we have checked Office is installed in our system. We have checked what is our system configuration. Okay, and at this moment what I'm going to start from the scratch. What is that? Means to say window R. What I pressed? Window R. Window R for what? Run box. Here you can type Excel. When I type Excel, then Excel will be opened here. Okay, so what is the shortcut key for the window R? Sorry, run box, window R, and then window key. Okay, window key plus R, then enter, write the Excel, and then just press enter. Okay, so I'm going to write every shortcut so that you can download. So that's why I'm just coming here, and in the batch folder we have a folder with the 12 advanced excel, and we just done one class and we have just shortcut folder in here. Okay, these are the shortcuts we covered yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to write some shortcuts again, and so that you can understand, and then we will continue for the later. Okay, so I'm coming here, and I'm going to write the window plus R for what? Run box. Run box. To open run box, we can just use window R. And when we what we want to do, we want to open the Excel. So run name is Excel के लिए run name क्या है? Excel. Run name. Okay. Excel के लिए Excel क्या है? Run name is Excel. Okay. So we can just type run Excel and then this. If you want to open WinWord or a Word, then you have to type here WinWord. So it means it's a run name of MS Word. Okay. So we can say run name for Excel. For Excel क्या है हमारे पास? Excel. And run name for Word. Why I'm writing? Because you can understand about this. Okay. Word. So WinWord. Understand? Up to this point, you don't have any problem. Clear? Means to say we have checked the system configuration and we have checked how to open Excel. So to open Excel, we have two ways. First is just press window key and then write Excel and then just press enter. If it is available, then it will open, or otherwise you can do one window or Excel, then press enter, then Excel will be available. At first, we will select the blank workbook. Okay, we have selected the blank workbook. After opening this, we need to understand about some points that we have to cover a little bit. Okay, so what is this? These are the these are the cells. Okay, these are the cells, or we can say working area. What is cell? Column and rows combination is called cell. Okay, row and column. This is the column and this is the row. When column and row intersect at any point, that point is called as cell. What called as cell? CELL, cell. Okay, so whenever we have any active cell, so I am at what location I am at the F8. So you can see the location of F8 here. Okay, it means that if you are in Rewari, then you can say I am in Rewari. If you say I am in Rewari in Model Town, then it means you know the your location where you are. Like this, we must know about where we are. We are at the sheet 1 and cell number F8. 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 Okay. So this is the cell address and this is the formula bar. Here we will see all the formula, those we will apply will be available here. We can see those formulas from here. Okay, these are the rows and these are the columns. Okay, we have columns from A to up to and so on, and rows in numeric values. Okay, columns in alphabets value and rows in numeric values. Okay, if I press Control F1, if I press Control F1, then ribbon is hidden. When I again press Control F1, then ribbon is visible. So this portion that is hidden and visible is called ribbon. But it is called ribbon. Okay, so we have to hide and hide ribbon. What we can use? Control CTRL control plus F1 for what? Hide and unhide ribbon. Understand? Next, we have tabs also available: home, insert, draw, layout. Like these are the tabs, and every tabs contains some group. If you talk about the home tab, how many groups are there? There are, these are the groups: clipboard, font, alignment, numbers, styles, cells, editing, add-ins. Now you can see every group is separated by a line. Every group is separated by a line. So Group, what is group? First of all, we must know about what is group. If you say group means some people. If we say we have a WhatsApp group of friends, it means in that group those peoples are only available, those are the friends, because we have created that group, and in that group friends are available, so that's why we call that as friends group. Okay, if we have family members in that group, in a group, so we can say family group. Yes, because they have some common qualities. And like this, we have Python batch, Python group. It means in that group all the students relate to the Python. And if I say data analytics group, it means all the students in that group are data analyst or learning data analyst. Understand? Is there any problem? No. So like this, if I say font is a group in that these options are available, share comes some common features, they share some common things. Okay, so what are these? For example, if I say font allows us to work on different styles. If I said like hello and then I zoom it, alt V, first of all we need to understand about the zooming section. Alt V, Z0. Okay, this is the zoom section. If I press alt V Z, then this zoom pop-up will available, or we can say magnification pop-up. In this we have some magnifications values are available, like for 200 it's 0 is underlined, like for 100 1 is underlined. Are you able to see this or not? Yes, are you able to see this? So if I press 0, it means it will select 200. If I press 1, it will 100. If I press 7, it will 75%. If I press 5, it will select 50%. Then enter. It means it is zoomed to 50%. If I do it as 100%, alt V Z and 0, sorry, 1 for 100%, alt V Z 0 for 200%. Got it? Okay. So I already written the right these percentage of how you can do this. You can follow this from here. Okay. So what next I want to do today, first of all I want to explain you control B for bold, control I for italic, control U for underline. Okay, so we have these already covered here. These are the some shortcuts, you can do these shortcuts from there. Okay, these are the basics, and if you have any problem I will let you explain. Okay, I'm going to delete this cell. What I want to learn, I want to learn clipboard section today. So we are working with the clipboard group. In this group, what happens, what things are done, whatever the related to the copy and paste is placed inside this clipboard group. Okay, means to say whatever we have the data that we want to copy paste, related to the copy paste, all those data available inside this clipboard group. Clear? Is there any problem? No? Okay. For example, I have data hello user. I want to copy this data and paste it here. So I just come here and click select this. First of all, we need to select the cell. Now it is selected. Just press on the copy. I copied. When it is copied, it means it will be active range. I want to paste this data here. So I select the cell where I want to paste, and then I just click on the paste. Now the data that I copied from here has pasted over here. Okay, first thing. Second thing, I want to copy, control C, and I want to paste the data here. So what can I do? To copy the data, we have shortcut. What the shortcut is? Control CTRL control plus C for what? Copy, and for paste, control plus V, paste. Okay, paste. We have now copied the data, control C, and I want to paste data here. It is pasted. If I want to cut the data, so control X to cut and control V for paste. So I want to cut paste, that's why control plus control X to cut. Okay, so control X to cut and control V to paste. Understand? So we have control X to cut and control V to paste. Same thing, if I come here, we have copy as picture as well, but I don't want to discuss this. I will discuss it later. So what I want to do, I want to format some text. So I have selected this text and I applied bold, italic, underline. How I do this? Control B, Control U, Control I, and I applied some text, font color like this, and I applied like format background color as well. So I want this formatting to be applied on this cell as well. So how can I apply? I just copied this text and I want to paste it on here. So to paste the things, we just use a Control V, or Control will allow us to paste everything, but I don't want to paste everything. So what we can do, if I write like hello, okay, or I said user, or I can say working fine, okay, working fine. I want to paste the formatting of this cell onto this. How can I do this? To do this, first of all, copy this cell on which I want to apply here. Okay, first thing, copy, and here I want to apply. Then press Control Shift, or sorry, Control Alt V. Okay, Control Alt V. Then paste special pop-up will available. So what is the shortcut for paste special? Control plus Alt plus V. For what? Paste special. Okay, we have paste special is available. Control Alt and V. So I come here and this pop-up will available all the time. When you have to select this, just select this and copy this and come here, Alt Control V, then paste special window will available. In this window, what I am going to cover today, I am going to cover formula, value, formats, comments and validation. Okay, so I just want to apply the formats. I select the formats and then press OK. Now you can see text is not the same. Text, no matter what text was, what matters is what text is written here, the formatting of that cell is applied here. Understand what happened? The formatting of this cell is applied on this cell. Understand? I again repeat this. For example, I have data, working with new data. I said new data. I want to apply the format of this cell on this. So what I will do, just select here, Control C to copy and click here, and then Control Alt V, paste a special, then formats, and then OK. Now the formatting of this cell is applied on this cell. Understand? Do you have any problem? Okay. No. What I want to do, for example, I have data 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. I have applied a function. What function? Equals to sum. I have applied sum function and given the range. Okay. What is this? Equals to sum. This is the function, and here it is asking for that number 1, number 2, number 3, like this. So I want to give the range of this cell. I have given the range, complete range, G2 to G6. It tells that we will start from data G2. G2 is this cell address G and 2. Okay, and G2 2 के लिए क्या करेंगे? कोलन G2 to G6. Understand? G2 to G6, then bracket 1, enter. Now 150 is available. If I copy this value and if I paste it here, what I will get? If I just copy and paste, I will get 0. Why? Because we didn't get the value, we get the function. So if I click here and you can see what is the function, G2 to G6. And similarly, if I come here, what is the function? H2 argument is H2 to H6. It means start from here to here. Whatever the value will be written will be updated. Understand? So when we copy the formula cell, if a cell that contain formula or function, if we copy that cell and try to paste in another cell, then we will not get the value that is available in the last cell. We will get the value based upon the current function. Okay, so here automatically updated G2 colon 6 G6 is updated to H2 colon H6. Understand? Is there any problem? No. But you want that if I copy this and if I paste it here, I again get some same function, but I don't want. I just want that if I copy this and if I try to paste it here, then I must get the same value. That's why we will use paste special, because we want to paste based upon some special functionality. So that's why Control C to copy, and I'll come here and I'll use Control Alt V, and inside this we have values section is there, values, and in values V is underlined, so we can use as well V, and then press enter. Now we have value is available here. Understand? So if I want to copy this value, if I try to directly paste it, no, it is not possible. So what I will do, just I copy this and then I come here and then I use Alt Control V, then I will use values, then I use values, then okay, then values will be available here. Understand? Is there any problem? No? Clear? It means that we can get this value and we can get this value as well. Okay, so paste special allows us to paste only values. For example, if I have a function equals to rand between, okay, we have a function rand between. This function, what it does, you can read, returns a random number, returns a random number between the numbers you specify. Okay, the number that we are going to specify, based upon that we will get random number. Okay, I used tab, then but it is asking for bottom. So what will be the bottom value? I said it should be the 1000. Okay, but it is asking for second, top. It means what will be the top value? I said 10,000 will be the top value, and then I close the parenthesis and then enter. I just copy this and shift right arrow to select the all cells and shift down arrow to select all rows. So I just paste Control V. When I pasted it again, what happens? All values are generated randomly, but you can see, you can notice these all values will be get updated if I change something. For example, if I write any value here, all values will be updated every time. If I write something, then every time if I write and if I delete, the value will be updated. Understand? So it means that value always get changed. We don't want this behavior, so we can do one thing: copy this entire sheet, entire data, and then paste this data as a values. So Control C to copy. I have selected. You can select it by Control A as well. So copy this and come after here and use Alt Control V. Okay, and what I want to do, I want to just paste the values. When I press V, then enter. Now you can see these values are now fixed. In any value there is no function. You can see at the formula bar. Okay, is there a function exist or not? No, there is no function, but in this we have function. Rand between function is there. Understand? So if I try to write anything, the value in the above table will be get changed, but not in the this table, because we have pasted as a value only. Understand about it? If I format this, Control B, Control U, Control I, like this, and Alt H B A, all borders like this. If I copy this table and if I try to paste this table, I will get the same output, but I don't want to get the like formatting of this data and this table. So what can I do? Hold Control V, just I want format only. So format, select, and then enter. Now when you write anything, means to say the formatting of this table is applied here. Understand? No issue at all. So again I said I just copy this and hold Control V. Now you can see we have formulas. Okay, we covered the formula? No, we didn't cover the formula. We cover the formats and values. So we have to cover the formula. For example, if I copy this formula and here we have some like data like 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, we have data, and if we just copy and paste here, Control C to copy, Control V, I'm getting the value. But what I want the formula but not the format. I want the formula but not the format. For example, in this cell we have formatted Control B, Control U, Control I, Alt H, formatting background color, and Alt H FC font color. I applied like this. So if I copy this and I apply, then formula will be pasted, but format will be also pasted. But we don't want to paste the format. So in this case, what we will do, we just copy this and we'll come here and we'll Alt Control V. Here we will just paste the formulas. So for formulas we can use F. When I press enter, then only formula will be available here. Okay, understand? So I think so today is enough for the day, and or should we continue? Okay, we will continue. Okay, so we have data is available here, that is 15 is available, and we want to use some two options are also there. Formulas we covered, values we covered, formats we covered. we didn't cover comments and we didn't cover validation. So to know about the validation and comments, we have to cover here. We come here, we need to understand like this what validation is. For example, if I said if employee age is -100, is it possible? Is it possible? I said enter age, enter your age, and user entered like -100. Is it possible? No, because it should be, it should not be. So we want to validate this data, and we want to make sure user can't enter the invalid value here. So in this case we will use validation. Okay, so to add validation, what we need to do, alt a, we will go in the data section. What I did, alt, when I press alt, then you can see here a data type, then a. In the data type we have validation, data validation. In the data validation we will press v, and in data validation we have again v. So now from here you can select what you want. I said whole number between a range, I said 18 to 60 only. The age allowed for the employees only is 18 to 16. So if anyone try to enter now age, if anyone try to enter 17, we will get an error. If anyone try to enter like any negative value, then we will get error. So this cell only will allow age that is below the 60, below or equals to 60, 80 I entered, 60 I entered, 60, and greater than or equals to 80. So 18 and say 16 is allowed. So if I want this validation should be applied here. If I want the validation that is applied here, I just want to apply that validation here only. So I don't want to the value. So in this case, what we can just use Alt Control V, and we have validation, and inside this validation we will use N. Validation is selected, and then just press enter. Now here is validation is also applied. If I try to enter a value that is beyond the limit, then we are getting error. Understand? So this is the validation. So we today what we have covered, Control C, Alt Control V, we have covered formulas, values, formats, and validation. We didn't cover about the comments, so I'm going to cover this as well. For example, what this value is about, it is the sum of above values. So we can add comments. How we can add comment? Alt, and in the page layout section, review section, I will come in the review section and then see. Okay, I wanted to add addition of above. Okay, I said addition of above, and now I have closed outside. Now in this cell you can see there is a red dot is available. Because it is not visible, we have background color is changed. Alt HH, and I want to change the background color. Now you can see comment is available. When someone brings their cursor, the comment will be displayed. I want to use this comment on this cell, on this cell. So what I can do, just click here, copy this cell, come here, and Alt Control V, then we will use comments for C, and then enter. Now comment is also applied in this cell. Understand? So now hope so you get an idea about clipboard section. We will cover some pending tasks, pending some options are available. Alt Control V, if I press again, these other options we will cover in coming lectures. Okay, thank you so much. We will meet you in the next lecture. Bye bye.